Let's bring you the latest pictures we have received of President Biden meeting President Xi of China. Now, the two leaders are meeting in Peru for the talks of the annual Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit that's taking place there. The last scheduled meeting between the two leaders, lots of topics to talk about. Let's listen to what President Biden has been saying.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. It's good to see you and see all of you again. You know, 1 year ago, we met in the Woodside Summit in San Francisco, and I'm very proud of the progress we both made together. Our military communication at multiple levels, our leaders are now regularly talking to one another on a regular basis. On AI, we have brought together our nation's experts together to discuss risks and safety. Our counter-narcotics, on that issue, we resumed cooperation, and I want to note, in my country, Mr. President, overdose deaths are coming down for the first time in 5 years. We have a lot to discuss, but let me close with this. For over a decade, you and I have spent many hours together, both here and in China and in between. And, you know, I think we spent a long time dealing with these issues. Let me close with this. I think I once had to count up the number of hours you and I spent alone together. I remember being on the Tibetan Plateau with you, and I remember being in Beijing, I remember all over the world. And both first as vice president, then as president. We haven't always agreed, but our conversations have always been candid and always been frank. We have never kidded one another. We've been level with one another. I think that's vital. These conversations prevent miscalculations, and they ensure the competition between our two countries will not veer into conflict. Be competition, not conflict. That's our responsibility to our people, and as you indicated, to the people around the world. We are the most important alliance, or most important relationship in the entire world. And how we get along together is going to impact the rest of the world. And so, you know, our two countries cannot let any of this competition veer into conflict. And as I say, that's our responsibility. And over the last 4 years, I think we've proven it's possible to have this relationship. And so, Mr. President, I'm anxious to get our meeting started and discuss the issues we have remaining. Thank you.
Mr. President, are you concerned about U.S.-China relations under the incoming Trump administration?